This year's conference has been one of the best enriching conferences that we have had. The level of discussions, the level of maturity, the topics that we have covered have been quite broad. We had designed it in such a way that really we focused on one of the major goals, even around the SDGs, really the Sustainable Development Goals, leaving no one behind, advancing the One Health AMR National Action Plan implementation in the African region. As you know, we are a regional organization, and over the years, we have looked at different things, looking at the needs that we have seen in the African region. We work in many countries, and we've tackled, for example, AMR and universal health coverage. What is the relationship between AMR and the SDGs? Because AMR does affect all the SDGs, some directly and some indirectly. So we've had really almost 7 years after the National Global Action Plan was passed, and last year we really focused on getting to understand the progress that has been made by countries and looking forward on how the next 5 years was going to be. So we covered areas in this conference that still looked at, what is the progress at in different countries, and so different countries actually made presentations. Over 30 African countries have been represented, and we have had people who've come in from India, from Europe, and from North America. And it has become really a strong movement that is supporting national governments address interventions towards mitigation of antimicrobial resistance. And also, I think, so it has been really a joy for me to see this evolution. And this conference focused on, One Health approach and leveraging on that. The other area has been the involvement of the youth. That was, also very, very encouraging. As you know, we began a flagship program last year that focuses on the youth, and we train youth in different countries in the African region, and we've got now an online curriculum. If our youth start learning and realizing that not every flu, not every cold can be treated by an antibiotic, they learn that antibiotics should not be used as growth promoters. They start understanding that infections can be prevented. They start understanding that vaccinations are key. That if we can prevent infections, then the burden of using antibiotics, for example, goes down. But if we can't prevent infections, if our communities don't have any safe, clean running water, if our hospitals, our clinics don't have any good, clean, safe running water, if our farming really systems the water is not safe, it's not clean, it's contaminated, then what we are doing is that we are exposing those lower concentrations of antibiotics to these organisms that sometimes are called the superbugs, or these microorganisms, bacteria, that become resistant to these antibiotics. And so when you get sick or I get sick, this smart bacteria have found a way to survive in the presence of this antibiotic that killed it at once. And so it was really gratifying to see that really our decision and focus on the youth, resonated with the audience that we had.